Hello aspirants, welcome back to another video. Today we'll be discussing about the most probable questions for NPSC CSAT portion. We will start with the topic of time and distance. So here's the first question on that. Let us try to solve this question. So how many minutes does Aditya take to cover distance of 400 meter? Your distance here is mentioned, which is 400 meter. Now, if he runs at a speed of this much, so this is the speed, which is in the kilometer. So I'm starting with a basic question so that you also understand how these questions are done. After that, we will also discuss about the different types of questions and more advanced ones. Okay. Now, they've asked me how many minutes does Aditya take. That means I need to find my time. Okay. And to find the time, the formula is distance by your speed. Yeah. Now, whenever we are doing questions on time and distance, one thing before we have to find out what are asking us. Once we know that we are going to use this formula, my distance is given here and my speed is also given here. But whenever we are doing questions on this topic, we know that the units should always be same. Right now, because the question has asked me the time in minutes, okay, that means I will find my answer either in hours or in seconds, and then I can convert it back to minutes. So that's not an issue. But first of all, when I start, I need this unit and this unit to match. So now either you have two options. Either you make this into kilometer so that this becomes kilometer and this is kilometer per hour, or you change this one into meter per second, which will give you the answer in seconds. So usually whenever we do that, we have all discussed this, but whenever you are converting from a bigger unit to a smaller unit, we always multiply. If we're converting from a smaller unit to a bigger unit, we always divide. So obviously it's always easier to multiply. So I would like to change this one. Now this one 20, whenever we're converting kilometer per hour into meter per second, okay, we always multiply it by 5 by 18. Okay, so that's the value we remember, which is 1000 by 3600. So when we cut it, it gets 5 by 18. So that's a short way to do it. Now 2 9 18, 10. So my speed is here 50 by 9 meter per second. Now this is meter per second and this is meter. So that means the units are same now. So we can start solving. Now they ask me about my time. So the time formula is distance by your speed, which is 50 by 9. So if I want to calculate this, I will break this one into multiplication. In that case, my 9 will go up and my 50 will come down. 50, 8 times is this. So that means I've got head 9 to 72 seconds. Now I want this answer in minutes because the question said my answer should be in minutes. That means I need to divide this by 60. So we all know 12 6 times and 12 5 times is this. So that is 6 by 5, which means that it is 1 by 5. Okay, so this is my answer. If the answer is in points, then we will have to convert it in points, whichever they ask you accordingly. So usually when we have word problems on this improper fractions, we always convert it into mixed fractions, and this is how we solve the first question. Let us try another question. Now, while covering a distance of 24 kilometers, a man noticed that after walking for 1 hour and 40 minutes, the distance covered by him was 5 by 7 of the remaining distance. What was his speed in meters per second? Okay, so they're asking me to find out the speed, okay, of the man. They have given you the distance that the man has traveled. So let us try to draw it and see how it's gone. So this, let's say, assume that this is the 24 kilometer that the man has to travel. Okay, so after traveling for 1 hour and 40 minutes, so I will try to convert this one into hours. Okay, so this is 2 and 3 at any time. So this will give me 5 by 3 hours. Because this is in kilometer, I would like my time also to be in either hours or minutes depending on the question. Okay, so how much distance we have covered, we are not sure in that 1.5 hours, but let's say that we have covered this much distance in that 1 hour and 40 minutes. So this is the distance. Now this is the remaining distance. Now they've asked me to find out the speed. So I would like to keep my speed. We will take the speed as your x, okay, the variable. And obviously when I take this as x, this should be in kilometer per hour, because obviously this is in hours and this is in kilometers. So when I'm taking this as your x, that means the unit is also kilometer per hour. If you take it as meter per second, then you also have to make changes here. This will be in seconds and this should be in meters. Okay, accordingly, whatever the unit is, you have to assume that. Now, if I say the speed is x, right? That means the speed of the man here will be x. Even here it will be x, because so since I know my speed is an x and my time is this, that means if you know what's your speed and time, we know the distance formula is speed into time. So this will become 5 by 3x. Now, if I know what's my distance from here to here is, I will know the remaining distance as well. Because if I assume this is 10 kilometers, for example, then my remaining distance should be what? 24 minus 10, right? So same as that, the distance for this remaining journey, okay, should be your 24 minus 5 by 3x. Okay, so this is the remaining journey. Now, in your question, it says here, the distance covered by him was 5 by 7 of the remaining distance. That is your remaining distance. This is the distance that you have covered. That means this is 5 by 7 of this. And that is your equation. So from here, we'll try to solve the question. This should be equal to 5 by 7 of the remaining distance. Your remaining distance was 24 minus 5 by 3x. Okay, after that, like I said, we can shift whichever way you want. You can take the LCM here and shift it, but I can already see the similarities here. So what I will do is I will shift this one first on this side, which will become 7 by 5. Okay, this will become 24 minus 5 by 3x as this. Okay, so now from here you get the cancel 5 5. So here your answer is just for here. The next step is just 7 by 3x, which should be equal to your this one. Now this is your x, this is also your x. So if I bring it on this side, it will become plus 5 by 3x, which will just be equal to your 24. Now this is both 3 3. That means addition of these two is 12. So you're getting here 12 by 3. Okay, so here in your next line you're getting this as 12 by, you can shift it or you can cancel directly. So I'll just cancel directly, since I know when I shift this one here it will become 12 at the down and 3 will go up. So 12 2 times is here, so this will become x is equal to just your 6. Now this is kilometer per hour, okay, because we took the value of x in kilometer per hour. All right, so this is your kilometer per hour, but your question is asking you to find out the answer in meter per second. Okay, so keep that in mind. All right, so let me rub this portion and do the calculations here. So after this is the value of your speed. Yeah, your speed is 6 kilometer per hour, but they've asked you answer in meter per second, so I have to multiply this by 5 by 18, which will be 6 3 times. So this is 5 by 3 meter per second, so which will be written as 3 ones are 3 and 2 here. So this is 1 2 by 3 meter per second. So this will be your speed of the answer. Okay, so this is your answer. 1 2 by 3 meter per second would be your answer. If your answer is in points, then you will convert this in points, not an issue. But most cases with improper fractions, your answers are always given in mixed fractions. So this is your answer. So either you go by this or you can use the value of points as well. Whichever is given in your option, you will select that answer and you make the adjustments according to that. That will be all for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Please do subscribe to our channel.